Good evening, good evening, good evening. I am back again with another episode. This may be a little bit uncomfortable for some, but it's reality and it happens. But what if your partner's ex died? Would you be comfortable with them attending the funeral? To answer that, for myself, I wouldn't have a problem with it, especially if they was married and have children. Of course I would want them to attend, to show some support for their children and just out of respect at that point. Now, would I attend a funeral of an ex? I really can't say. I would definitely, especially if we're on good terms. um I would definitely want to pay my respects, but I wouldn't want to feel like I would feel like I'm intruding on something. So I don't know that question. It really depends what type of relationship we have and what have or had. And because I definitely don't want anything to happen to any of my exes or anybody, but we're not going to live forever. It's going to happen to us, and it's a conversation that need to be had, I feel like. So I don't think I would. And I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I do know one of my exes would not want me at their funeral. We do not get along. We just know he do not like me like that. So I don't think I would attend his funeral. But yes, I don't, but I don't think I would dispute that with everything that would be going on if that was to happen. Um, the emotional state of the kids and all of that. So why would a person interfere with that? But question for you guys. What if, your partner go to the ex's funeral, they're hugging and crying. I mean, like crying like one of the family, and they give a heartfelt speech. Would you question that? How would you feel about that? Would you feel insecure? Would you feel jealous about it? Do you think someone can grieve an ex while still being deeply in another in a loving relationship with their current partner? How do y'all feel about that? So at the end of the day, I think it would mainly be for about the respect of that person, especially if they were on good terms and like I said, married and had have kids. And then what about another question? What about the length of time that they were known each other? If it was an ex of 6 months, would it be different from an ex that when they if they were together for 10 years or more? Or, how would that make you feel? Um, I'll answer that one too. If they're an ex of 6 months, then unless they had a child, because relationships are like that these days. There's one night stands, and they get pregnant or something. That would be different. But that's a touchy situation, right there, all of its own. So my last question, or the main question of the night: does becoming an ex erase the impact someone had on your life, or are some people just part of your story forever? Hmm. Hmm. I have to say no to that. I don't think some people deserve to be a part of your story forever. Um, but what are y'all thoughts on that? Chime in.